Hussbus bus stop. JP Hussey, owner of the Hussey Team Mortgage Advisors, with this week's Hussbus bus stop. Hope you guys are great. Want to jump right into it. All right, this is an important one, especially if you own a current home now. All right, looking to sell and buy another one. All right, so a lot of people we deal with, right? They bought their first home. All right, whatever it is, 5 years ago, 3 years ago, 7 years ago, all right? And when you're buying a home and you don't own any other property, all right, it's always hard getting a mortgage sometimes, right? It's complex, all right? You're just kind of flowing through when you're buying your first home, all right? But when you are looking to sell your current home, and a lot of times use those proceeds to buy the next home, all right, especially in this market where it's very fast-paced, all right, you got to be prepared. All right, it's a whole nother ball game. You're selling and you're buying all at the same time. All right, it's not just buying one house. All right, so I want to go through a situation, a scenario that just happened last week that I want to make you aware of. Everybody out there. All right, because you got to be prepared. You got to know what you're doing. You have to have the right professionals by your side to guide you. All right, so here's what happened. All right, we got a call from a referral from some of our past clients who we love. Only way we do business, all referral. All right. They came to us and said, hey, we need to get pre-approved for our next home. We only have 60 days. All right. Because we just put our house on the market. And in this market, it went right away. Went under contract right away with a 60-day contract. So this family have a couple kids. All right. They have 60 days to find somewhere to live. So number one, that's a tight time frame, especially in this industry or in this market, because it's tough. There's not that many houses. We need more inventory. All right, it's very competitive. All right. So anyway, they put their house on the market. It went under contract right away. They came to us now to get pre-approved. All right, I'm going to get into this in a second. All right, now, and we pre-approve them, but we can only pre-approve them, right, for even less than what they're selling their current home for, all right? Because your qualifications change all the time. If rates are a little bit higher, that's going to cut into your pre-approval. What if you've taken on some more debt since you bought your last home? What if you would have a decrease in income, all right? Changes all the time, all right? So their new pre-approval amount was actually less than what they were selling their current home for, and they have a growing family, all right? So the situation here is they should have gotten pre-approved well before they put their house on their market, the current home, all right? Because now they're in a very tough situation. As a seller, it's very tough to get out of that contract. As a buyer, you have maybe inspections, you have other ways to get out of the contract. But as a seller, when a buyer puts an offer in and you accept it, and they're doing all the right things, the buyer, right, to go through the process to get it done, all right? Especially buyers, they get a house, they want to get this done, limited inventory, right? The buyer can get out a lot easier than the seller, all right? So now this family, the seller, is in a tough situation. They have a couple kids. They need somewhere to go in the next 60 days, which is already a tight time frame, all right? And they're not going to be able to find a home that's even comparable to the home that they're selling, that they're even currently living in, all right? So here's what I'm trying to tell you. You need to be prepared well before you do anything big like this. You need to have professionals, all right, by your side telling you to go get pre-approved and not just listing your house just to get it done and to move on, all right? It's obviously a lot more complex. I don't know the full situation, right? But you have to have someone guide you. You have to have these professionals guide you to get your ducks in a row. Because we have families' lives at risk right here. We have a family right now that is under legal contract that has to sell their home, right? And they have to go find somewhere else to live within 60 days. They may have to go rent. They might have to live with family. And we know in this market as a buyer, we've had buyers looking for a year for a home. So prepare. Please prepare. And for the professionals out there, make sure you guide, right? You listen. You guide your clients. They are not in our industry. They need to be guided and they need to know the truth, all right? Because we have people's actual lives at risk here, So prepare, do the right thing, and go get it done. I hope you have a great day. Hussbus bus stop.